YouTube app has messed up, so I had to start a new one. It ended my old one. So there, the low pressure sodium is warmed up. And I will zoom back out. I had to start a new one. Like I said, YouTube sucks as far as their software. All I did was close the thing and start back up again. Oh, Vertical Jersey's on. I haven't seen him in ages. It's saying I'm live on two different things. That's wonderful. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Live streaming on YouTube is just... Oh. Yep, that's Cathedral Learning buttons. Alexa, street light on. Alexa, street light on. There we go. Alexa, Art Deco light on. Alexa, strip on. That was an epic startup. Oh, cool. What are you doing? Job-wise. All right, now we'll plug this in. If y'all want to see this startup, here's something cool for y'all. That is the mirror loom. This thing is warming up. I need to finish the light tour. It's just so hot. Now this thing is fully warmed up. Yeah, I still work for NS. Let's see the guest bedroom. Ooh, it's nice and cool in here. This thing's been running for a few minutes. I got this light recently. I got some more 50-watt high-pressure sodiums. And these lights are almost warmed up. I'm sorry for those of y'all with Alexas, but I'm going to be turning some stuff on and off, so you may want to mute the sound for a minute. It's starting to cool off in here. Alexa, strip off. Alexa, strip off. Alexa, mood lights on. Yep, now we got the lighting nice in here. This is the other mirror loom. That's the small mirror loom. Oh, I hate LEDs. They're so modern and boring. Even though I use some, like in my nightlight. This is an LED. LEDs are just modern and boring. There is nothing exciting about them. To lighting enthusiasts like me, they're boring. Yeah, that thing is very blinky and very epic. I haven't seen Tate Thomas on here in a while, but here's Mr. Latham. This is the original time clock I had from when I worked at McDonald's, and I recently fixed it, so watch this. Stick that in there. It prints the time. Let me fold it over so it does it better. Hold on, I gotta put the phone down. Yep, I'm a toilet enthusiast. You stick the paper in like this to punch it. You pull this lever. And there you have it. It is 1582. That's by hundredths of an hour. Because see this? This time clock right here is very special to me because in October of 1993, when I got my first job at the Mayfield McDonald's, the first thing I ever did when I showed up is I took my time card, stuck it in here like this, and clocked in. That's right. This is the time clock that was used in the Mayfield McDonald's up until 1995. The story behind this, his name is Mr. Latham, which you can see why. I named it Mr. Latham when I got it. I was working maintenance at McDonald's, and my boss, this time clock was sitting in the break room on top of the lockers for about 2 months. My boss says, Andrew, I want you to go in the break room. You'll see the old time clock and holders up on top of the lockers. I want you to throw them in the dumpster. And I said, can I keep the old time clock? And Trent goes, I don't give a damn what you do with it. Just get it the hell out of here. So that's the story about getting Mr. Latham. And there's a part in here, a spring went bad in here that connects the hands to the motor so the hands wouldn't turn. That happened about 2000. Well, about a month ago, I bought this on eBay. This one is non-functional. I paid $20 for that. And I took the gearbox out of that, put it inside Mr. Latham, and now he works. So I don't know if any of y'all care, but that's the story about my Mr. Latham, which I have had since 1995. I have had this clock since 1995, and like I said, how many people can say they have the time clock from the first job they ever worked? That's, like I said, it's a pretty, it's kind of special because when I was just 15 years old, I stuck my time card in this clock and I clocked in on my first shift ever. So yeah, but let me see here. It's a happy memory, and this, like I said, it's just an old time clock, but, this is from my first job ever. This is actually a H2387 key. It opens it. It's a pain in the butt to open. No, I worked at McDonald's through high school and college. Let me remove the cover from Mr. Latham. It is just a pain in the rear to open. But this is inside. Oh, I have great memories. I worked there from 1993 up until 2002. I'm not going to remove the face, but this is inside Mr. Latham. And the part that was bad, there is just a little spring down in this gearbox right here. You can't really see it, but all I had to fix was this little gearbox right here, because the motor and everything is good. You can see it turning. This thing is very accurate. And you can watch, let's see here, I don't have a second hand, so I don't know when it's going to change, but you can watch it change here in a second. All right, it's starting to pull this back. Every minute it does this. Listen and watch. I can't answer. I'm on a live stream. Let's see, but this is my time clock. This is my time clock. Look at this. This is something you don't see much anymore. Read that right there. But yeah, this is my clock. Now I'll put it back together. Putting it back together is easy. You just put this cover on like this, and slide it on both sides, and then turn the key to lock it. Now it's locked. So yeah, this is probably from, I would have to guess, the store was built in 1975, I think. I don't know if this time clock is that old, but this may be from the 70s. I don't know much about these clocks. Yep, this is a Chicago lock, see? I do not know much about these clocks, except that this one's really special to me. So, yeah. That is Mr. Latham, and that is a little history on my little time clock, which has been sitting around for about 20 years not working, and I just now got around to fixing it. And now I'm going to make a video about this clock. I'm going to make a video about this clock sometime. But yeah, just think, little DieselDucy in 1993, his first day of his first job, used that clock to clock in, and then every day there for about 2 years after, before we got the computer systems. Because in 1995, we got computers, and we swiped a magnetic card to clock in and out. Because, like I said, I mean, I can't think of something much more sentimental than the time clock you used to clock in on your first day of your first job ever. Yep, that is it. And like I said, that shows you how old I am, that I was old enough to join the workforce when we still used mechanical time clocks. No, I'm not getting more birds because it would be cruel to leave them over here, because it's, even with the air conditioners running, it's pretty hot in here. DieselDucy is over the apartment, but Alexa street light off, Alexa Art Deco light off, Alexa Art Deco light off. You have to yell at it sometimes. Yeah, we have, like I said, I'm creatively using these elevator pieces to cover up my network of cords. But this one, Jason got for me out of a building in Chicago. It's an Otis Lexan. 7 doesn't light up for some reason. But this Lexan is in very good shape. So this one is cleverly being used here, whereas I have another one from the Menger Hotel that's on display down in the museum, because space is at a premium in the museum, so some of these, like, that's the perfect spot for it. Because the one from the Menger Hotel will stay down in the museum, and this one will stay here. And this one has never been altered either. Oh yeah, and Jason put an alarm in it too. Yeah, it has a. This will actually make my Alexa think that a smoke alarm is going off if I do it certain pattern. Watch this. Huh, look at that. Huh, my Alexa thinks it's a smoke alarm. This thing is actually incredibly loud. These buttons don't do anything. Up and down, door open, door closed. The buttons light up. But yeah, this is a really cool Lexan panel. There's the Dover from Mike. This panel from Jason. So yeah, like I said, I have a network of cords behind these panels, and they're used to cleverly disguise it. And then of course we all know about this panel with its really interesting buttons. But yeah, I don't really have a lot of elevator stuff here at the house. Some of this needs to go down to the museum. I got this piece, but it's not like original. I mean, this is not original to it, so yeah. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I'm not, like I said, at least it's a vector, but it's not original. This lights up. These actually need to go down to the museum. It's just too hot. Then I got these Houghton buttons that are going down to the museum. All this stuff on this shelf is going back down to the elevator museum. This came from the Sears Tower in Chicago, from the 77th floor. This is from the 77th floor of the Sears Tower. So this is pretty cool. Yes, it's from a famous skyscraper. And I'm going to see if anyone can guess where this came from. Does anyone know what building this came from? Let's see if anybody knows what building this came from. I'll give y'all about another... Anyone that's been watching my videos should recognize these buttons. All right, I'll tell y'all. This came from the Wells Fargo building in Roanoke, Virginia. Yes, these are the lobby. This is the lobby call station. And like I said, this thing is in, let me see, is that going to come off? Yeah. This thing is in really good shape. It's atoms, but it came from the Sears Tower. So that's a pretty cool piece right there. We're going to have to get going because I got to go with the little man here in a minute. It is so hot, y'all. We'll say bye to Mr. Latham. But yeah, maybe I'll take Mr. Latham in an elevator. Do the Mr. Latham show. This McDonald's flag, Jason actually got me at an antique mall. So I can't think of a better thing to do than hang it up in my dining room. Yep, Wells Fargo is done. Wells Fargo is done. The mod is almost complete. Like I said, this needs to get down to the elevator museum. And everything on this shelf needs to go down to the elevator museum, but it's too hot to go down there. So, yeah. I guess we'll turn the air up because I'm going to hop off here because I got to return a couple phone calls. But guys, I apologize. I apologize for not being on here lately, but I've just had a lot going on. Oh, and one more thing I want to show y'all. Rafe sent me some parts for this, and I haven't got around to putting them in here yet. But this is one of the original up-down indicators from the Sears Tower. And guess what it has? Let's see here. Listen to this. I'll have to hit it with a key because the gong is broken. Listen to this, y'all. That's right, it's a dinner bell. This is an original custom Westinghouse lantern from the Sears Tower. So this is pretty cool. We'll set that down there for now until I get to work on it. Rafe sent me some parts that I can actually use to fix the bell. So one of these days I'll get around to doing that. And then it will go back down to the elevator museum. So I hope y'all have enjoyed this talk. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties, y'all, but I will be back. I'll try to come on here soon. Another thing, I need to tell y'all something. Since I got y'all here, please follow my Instagram, because on Instagram, you will get to see video previews of everything I've filmed. Right now, I'm cranking out the Chicago stuff. So please, when you go on my Instagram, scroll all the way over and you will see a video preview, of every elevator that I film. And I don't know what I'm going to put on YouTube today, but here in just a little bit, I'll be uploading a YouTube video for y'all. So like I said, and the thing is, don't just look at the photos. Make sure when you look at my posts, here, I'll show you real quick. Look, let me pull up my Insta. Like, this is an example. When you go to one of my posts, look at this. See, has the picture, but slide over here and make sure you turn the sound on. Because you will see previews of every video. And they're not just crappy previews, they're full minutes long. So my Instagram is DieselDucy. So please, if you haven't followed me, go over to Instagram and follow DieselDucy. I want to see if... I doubt anyone's going to follow right now. Let's see if we get any new followers from this live stream. Let's see if anyone follows. Let's see your third. Oh, we got a follower. Thank you. Thank you. Another thing I want to show you how you can connect with me. I have access to a feature called YouTube Stories. It's only available on mobile. Go to my channel and click on my icon. You will also see previews here. So please make sure you follow my YouTube story. I will share previews of videos. Also, I'm going to share little peeks into my life that you won't see anywhere else. So if you want to follow me, the YouTube story is a great way to do it. So there, I gave myself a little shout out. But anyway, I love you guys. And Rafe, thank you. Thank you for the custom printed elevator museum button. I took a picture of it while I was down there, and I'll post it somewhere. But I love you guys, and I hope you guys have a good day, and we will be in touch soon, okay? Hopefully I'll be able to do... next time I go to a big city, I'll be able to do a better live stream. But thanks.